Ba da ba ba ba. I'm loving it. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to M is for Mary Jane, our Monday morning live. Crumbleweed 420. Let me shut that side computer down. I'm Crumbleweed 420. I want to thank y'all for being here. A couple things before I get to the side chat. This chat and live is for 21 years or older. Nothing for sale or trade ever, 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 ever. And everything we do on here is for educational and documentary purposes. So in saying that, I'm going to hop over into the side chat. All righty, Maine and John Lindsay, thank you so much for hopping in yesterday and sprinkling some love around. I'm sure you guys will both be back in the chat. There's Maine. Good morning, Maine. Good morning and cheers, cheers, my friend. Anthony, what's going on? Bernie. Bernie, it's been a minute. I saw you, I think it was yesterday for a few. Good to see you. Mr. Crowley, are your plants still sad, my friend? I hope they're getting less sad every day. Indeed. Yes, cabs hitting that 420 rip. I was busy screwing around, but I was walking around with the joint in my mouth at that point in time, so I'll take that as a win. That I will. Ooh, Cabs is going for the lemon tie crossed with funk punch this morning. Nice. Bernie's going Lola Psychosis for the win. I have not tried that yet. I have not. I followed Galaxy along when he was growing. Yeah, Bernie, you're not going to get shit done today? Funny. I have heard that the Lolas has a really good, vigorous growth rate. Randy Jean, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Cyber Edits, cheers, my friend. I'm doing pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Syntax, good morning. What are you saying into here? You're talking about utility companies. Man, DTE just doubled my electric bill. Anyone in Michigan's about to wake up to a major increase from 200 to just under 400 a month. They did that with ours. They put new smart meters in, Syntax, and just fucked everybody. Really bad. Yo, Jack, what is going on? Yes, Grumble Stillskin. That is me, Crumble Stillskin. Oh, no kidding, OG. Your bill wasn't too bad this month? See, it's weird here. Instead of you thinking they'd be pulling on the first or, the last of every month here, it's not. People have all sorts of different days that their bills are due, you know. So maybe you fell into before that. I don't know. Who the hell knows? I just know they're really doing some gouging up here in upstate New York. Wasmond, my friend, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Got some civilized weather out there today here in Crumble Land. It's 29 degrees outside, supposed to be, I think, up into the 30s today. Maybe a little bit of snow, but nothing major. And then I think tomorrow's going to be 20s, and then we're going back up into the mid 30s. Yeah, I didn't have a choice on the smart meter, Jack. They just came and did it. Like literally, I was sitting here, heard a clunk, all the power went out, looked out the window. There was the guy changing the meter. Nothing I could do. Oh, I do, Cabs. I have mine on a budget plan, so I don't worry about it as much, but it still is bad. Holy shit, cyber edits. That's freaking cold. Cold, cold. I know, Syntax. That's why I'm down on 110 too. That's one of the reasons why I'm not running all four. Because I can't imagine what my bill would look like then. But it's 5:30, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Make sure you're hydrated. Let's go. There's John Lindsay. What's going on, my friend? 38 for the high today and then 60s for a couple. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, okay, Cyber. So we're 2 hours ahead of you. Well, thanks for being up at this point in time, chilling out with us. No problem, Jack. We'll be here. Well, syntax. All 3/10 at week 3 of flower. Not even sure what to do. I don't know. You're in pretty solid. I don't know. Crumbleweed would probably just ride it out and figure out if I could hop on a budget if I wasn't on one. I never realized, I used to laugh when the utility company would send me these things saying, hey, your utilities are higher than fucking everybody in the whole entire neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know. There's no good answer to it, I don't think, or good solution. Other than I would try and see if I could hop maybe on a budget plan and ride out the rest of it, or selectively pull down, some of your grow if you can. Yo, Cavort, good morning. Coffee. Sounds good. Well, thank you for that update, Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley said, we're getting snow, so I won't be lifting weights on the beach today. Very nice. I don't know if any of us wanted to see that, but thank you for putting that vision in our heads before we even ate breakfast this morning. Good morning, Fino Dino. How are you, my friend? How are you? It is shitty syntax. Super shitty. Yeah. See, part of mine with my utilities too is I've got 2 furnaces in my house, which is a whole other fucking story. But, yep. So I don't ever know how much of it is really one or the other. Except I did have my tents off for a big chunk of the summer and my utilities went way the fuck down. So I think I got one letter that said congratulations. Fino, what have you been up to? It's been a little bit. Another one of the cargo cartel joints. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Then my second one for today would be another Jeffrey. Mr. Crowley, you're traumatizing our brains so early this morning. But I still liked it the one day you said you were working on the resting part of the triathlon. I told Mrs. Wig about that. She thought it was pretty friggin' funny. Yo, Fabian, what's up? What is up? No, syntax, please don't be sorry for venting in here. It's frustrating. It's gotta suck. It's gotta suck. Do 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 ba 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 bow. Beep 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 boo. Do 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 do. Well, I bet it is your favorite part, Mr. Crowley. So, John, you're saying Chad Westport did a bunch of tests and the average cost was around $40 a month to run per tent. Huh. So, yeah, just take that, say you've got, yeah, that's providing you're efficient in everything that you're doing. I'm sure that's right, and having everything dialed in. So let's even say that you have 4 tents, that's another $160 a month on top of your utility bill. Yo, Cyber Edits, thanks for coming in and hanging. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you again. Oh, Fino. Fucking yes. The weather will do that. I know Crumblewigg's daughter has gotten sick like 4 or 5 times throughout the winter just from, you know, 41 day minus whatever the next. Oh, you too, Cyber. Sun. It is nice having sunshine for a minute and then back to a blizzard, I guess. Yeah, that's true, Fino. We're just getting a lot of, I call it teaser snow right now. 89 2 days ago. Now it's 48. Nice, Fabian. That's a big swing. I would be sad if it's that warm at a certain point in time. You get up the next morning, you need to have a sweater, fucking slippers, everything on. I don't even know what that would look like, Syntax. Syntax said, I wonder if I can squeeze everything into 110. Straight chaos, scrog it all. So Mr. Crowley said, I ran same equipment last year and this bill is $200 more than last year. I can't tell you actual dollar amount. I can tell you after they put the smart meter in what my power went up. But that happened to all my friends too. And trust me, none of my friends grow. So everybody got equally smacked with this power fucking thing with these new stupid smart meters. So I can't say how much of it is the grow and how much of it is just National Grid being national greed. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. They're looking at building a big plant up here in Clay for a company called Micron. And I'm going to wait and see they make computer processors or some shit like that, but it's supposed to be gigantic. Yeah. Thank you, Fino. Thank you to the 21 of us that are in here kicking around. It's always nice. No, I can hear the cars through the slush now that the temperature's up now outside. Yesterday morning was funny. I got up from the live to let one of the dogs out and it had fucking snowed. There was ice and everything. I never realized it. Ba, 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 ba. Dogs have been quiet this morning. The one's out. So I was all excited, speaking of the dogs, because two of them I had it so they didn't have to have their collars on to go out anymore because they were listening. Well, one of them doesn't listen because he's deaf. So he just goes out, does his business, and comes back in again. My little one, my Chug, that's a Chihuahua and a Pug, he was great. Now that the snow melted out some, I go out to look for him yesterday. He's up at the road. I'm like, what a moron. Now he's got to go back on his lead. I think you're right, Grower Mo. I think they're gonna make power very unaffordable. You know, they want everybody to go with solar. Solar's unaffordable. I know for me to run solar to my barn, because I wanted to push my grow out there, it was like $6,000. And I just couldn't see the return on it. You know, it's almost the same, probably less, a little bit less, if I wanted to run power from my house out to the barn. It's just such a huge run. And now I don't know if I'd even use it, because how manageable would that be in the winter with the amount of snow we get up here? I'd have to snow blow a fucking path there every day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. You know what is interesting, and I don't know who in here is from Canada. I never hear people from Canada mentioning that their power companies are all sorts of fucking outrageous and everything. So I'm just curious if there's anybody in here from Canada at the moment. Unless they know something there we don't. You know, but it's funny. Here in my town, we have a steam plant that provides power that gets diverted to New York City. We've got 9 Mile 1, 9 Mile 2 nuclear power plants. We've got two of them up here in my town. And we've got all sorts of hydro dams. But none of the power that we produce comes back to our city, which blows me away. I mean, hell, if we produce it, we should get a big fucking break on it. Oh, do they, Cheddar Bob? Batteries is the worst part of solar. They charge way too much. Yeah, I started to look into the solar, and then once there, you know, and there's no more perks from the government here and like that, like there used to be. So, and as I said, putting it out to my barn and looking at it now would have been a silly maneuver. Really would have been. I'd be further ahead seeing how much it is to put a Generac generator on the house if I really was worried that much. Just run that fucking thing. It is 5:45, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Let's rip. True, Cheddar Bob. I've seen some people make some interesting stuff out there. Very interesting. Some of it a little sketchy, but interesting. Excuse me. Cheers, cheers, everyone. And Aaron Woodley, how are you, my friend? Thanks for stopping in. You came right in on that 5:45 rip. Nice, nice. I am doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. Little cough on the end of that rip, but that's quite all right. You know, Cheddar Bob, I cannot watch that. I cannot watch that shit. I spent too many years in the food service industry, and I see that, and I'm like, holy crap, that's some scary stuff. Oh, Shadow, you're at work shoveling ice? Dang. Thank you for stopping in and listening, though. That's always cool. Cool indeed. Is that GQ I just saw come in? Good quality cannabis in the house. Good morning. What is going on? GQ, no, we are not getting hit with any of the snow. It's that whole storm's all below us. We are getting nothing. I take that back. There's a little bit of ice, but when I say a little, not like the other day. Not like the other day when we had a shit ton of it. It's beeping my phone right now. Nobody. No, we are not. Mr. Crowley's going to bottle his gas for the future. Yeah, they didn't forecast this crap for snow. I know I've been watching your storm this morning on the news, GQ. You know, it's weird because also when you guys get hit with it, you're not designed to be able to get rid of it. Yeah, that's quite a storm. They said it's another one of those cyclone storms, I guess, or cyclone bursts. Yeah. Yo, Dragon Grows 420. What is up? What is up, Dragon? Good morning. Thanks so much for swinging in and saying hey. I appreciate you and everything you do, you legend, you. Crumbleway has been beating up this joint this morning, which there's nothing wrong with, not even remotely. Yes, yes. Hey, Jody, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for stopping back in. Always appreciated. Crumble's going to have to go navigate a dog real quick who's insisting on going out already. Come on, buddy. Come on. All right. You sit under my desk or no? All right. Then don't. Sorry about that. Fabian, you fishing today? Or is that a little too chilly? I mean, like, will it get warmer throughout the day and will you be going out? Oh, man, I was going to ask you how your visit was with the son. Oh, Wasman, I can't answer that for you. But hempcrete is very strong. I've seen some great documentaries on that. Yo, Reborn, good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I don't know what the weather's been like up there. As I said, we're not getting it here. Oh, nice, Fabian, nice. The fish must be so confused. Well, not really, because even if it's cold out, that doesn't change the temperature of the freaking water. I mean, it takes so much to change that. So I can give you an update on Crumble Daughter if any of you guys would like that, because we had a very interesting day yesterday. I say we, I mean the whole family. Yeah, so sitting here yesterday afternoon, getting some stuff together, walk into the living room, and just before I set down my phone, it goes off, and I look at it, and it's a message from my daughter. Same time, I'm just sitting down to open it, because I saw what it said. My son texts me and says, "Dad, can you FaceTime?" I'm like, "Oh." So, what Crumble Daughter did was she decided she is now going to move back to Colorado in June. Now, so in the last 30 days, she has decided to move out of here, gotten an apartment that she's, in my opinion, wasting $900 a month on because she could have just stayed here and moved in June anyway into an apartment. And now she's decided to move back halfway across the country with a boyfriend she's been with for about 6-8 months. So she dropped this on the whole entire family at once yesterday and then really didn't respond to anyone after that. So it's just been an interesting one. Mr. Crowley, Maine, we will have more us time. Oh, you like that whip treatment from Maine? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Crowley? Yes, yes. Get a little cherry Pepsi. It's just different. I don't know why, Fabian. That's just it. We don't know why. We do know Crumble Daughter has some mental health issues, as everybody does. But she's making some really rash decisions that are very costly, too. See, Crumblewigg's daughter's student loans from New York State, if she came back to New York State for 3 years and worked, they would erase all of her loans. So I don't understand why she wouldn't suck it up for 3 years and do that and then make the move, I guess. I mean, not in a weird way, Mr. Crowley. I know. Yeah, Bernie, life is crazy. You know, I think she will, and I wish the best for her. I mean, is the likelihood of her getting a job in her chosen career path better out there? Absolutely. Yep. Yes, and I do remember being young, Aaron. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. 3 years is forever, Wasman. She's got this thing in her head. Are you ready for this? Student loans aren't real. And by the time they come after her, the world will have ended. That's really her rationale on it. And I don't think that's sane, to tell you the truth. Yo, Landon, what's up and good morning? You're right, Wasmond. You know, I can be thankful that she's going back out there with her boyfriend, because when she was out there before, she was not being as safe of a person as she could have been. So I am thankful for that, you know. You know what, everybody? This is the way I look at it. I appreciate you listening to me and giving me different sides of things to think about and reflect on, you know. And I appreciate you guys sitting here listening to me share about Crumble Daughter and her soon to be trip back across the United States. I can tell you that she has decided to let the dog remain here because she figures that would be too much to move him halfway across the United States, and I think that's a good choice of hers. Boo doo boo 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 doo boo. I can't say anything. I kind of did the same thing when I got out of college. Got out of college, graduated, stopped at a girl's house on the way back from college, and never went back home again. Well, you're right, John, and I've spoke to Crumble Daughter about that because she has a job in banking at the moment that she's making good money at, good benefits, good everything. She's upset because it's not in her chosen vocation. And as I explained to her, she should have researched having a master's degree in anthropology. So, and that's right. That is right. We do want to be here and support our kids. Yo, Pull Chop. Yes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ooh, I'm toking it. I like that. I like that, Pull Chop. It has been a minute. How are you, my friend? How are you? Homie Grows. What's up? We are getting ready to rip in a moment or two, or anytime you want, as we all know. Yeah, we used to have Trailways buses up here, Bernie, and you're right, they were cheap. Rough couple of months, Pull Chop. I'm glad you're doing better. Glad you're doing better. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I say, we are close enough, too. Oh, I need to swap out a bowl. Oh, what the hell am I thinking here? Syntax said I got a master's in audio engineering and arts and animation. Don't use either. I don't know. I can honestly say that I used my culinary degree, obviously, for 20 some odd years. And I think I used components of things, but not wholehearted degrees that got my foot in the door to get me a job. No, which is funny. Yo, fat buds, good morning, and cheers, everybody. Let's hydrate and let's rip. Oh, no kidding, Syntax. Syntax said, wished I'd spent that money for degrees on land or property. Cheers, Wasman. Yes. Sorry you're dealing with the horse shit from YouTube on that freaking video, fat buds. It's kind of bullshit. Not kinda, it is bullshit. We don't buddy do. Boo 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 boo. Ba ba ba. Ooh, big shout out to the 29 of us in here right now. Thank you, thank you. So I got to tell you, I got some absolutely amazing mycology pictures yesterday. Wow, was I blown away. When you're seeing that much being grown at once, it's impressive. Is that Mo Mannix I just saw come in? Hey, Mo, what's going on? What is going on, my friend? See, somebody had mentioned that once that they were starting to go back after videos from like way back in content. And I was thinking, you know, when I go back and I take a look at all the things that I get dinged for in the lives and stuff like that, it's kind of silly. I never contest them because it's only age restriction. You'll never get off probation, fat buds. That bites. It's like they can't let anybody get a foot ahead. Wow, a year back? Jeez. That's shit. I've heard people saying they're having a lot of problems on Instagram. As everybody on here knows, Crumbawig doesn't do shit with Instagram, like on any remotely consistent basis. You just hate your own stuff. Aaron Woodley is asking, Aaron Woodley says, did you hear anything about Fast Flowers closing? No more good autos. John is saying they hit Ross to Jeff like 3 or 4 years back. Huh. See, I try to age restrict my stuff, but I was told there's one more box I have to click, and I just guess I don't click it. But Inu, good morning. What is up? Thanks for popping in. Oh, Fresh Princess is in the house. What is up? Good morning. Thanks for swinging in and saying hey. It's Cheddar Bob. Yo, next grow. What is up, my friend? What is up? So not for kids, which I do. And then Adrian, I'm going to have to go look at that. You know, instead of rushing through, I guess I should take my time. I've got it down so I can drop videos fairly fast because I don't spend a lot of time editing shit. Which I should. Yo, wife and I, what's up? Oh, you're getting a crazy snowstorm in CT. All right, wife and I, it is Crumbawig question time. Crumbawig lived 13 years in Connecticut. If you don't mind me asking, where's your stomping grounds? When I left Connecticut, I was living in Torrington. I spent time in Windsor, New Haven, Waterbury, Danbury. So I'm just curious, where's your stomping grounds? Ooh, Inu's got some amnesia haze. Nice. Right below not for kids calves. All right. Now it's on my paper, which means I have to go back and do it. It's my little calves area. Oh, Bridgeport, but live in West Haven now? Yeah, I know Connecticut is not designed to take snow. Not at all. Not at all. I was in there from, let me see, probably 85 until 96. I like that, Fresh Princess. I always put not for kids. If it's not Barney, it's not for kids. True. That's true, Cabs. We are all in trouble. Yeah, I'm in New York. I am way up in Oswego, right on Lake Ontario, 20 minutes north of Syracuse. I'm like right on the lake, a mile away from it. Yeah, New York is my home originally. When I was joking earlier about driving back home from college and stopping at a girl's house and not coming back home again, yeah, that was what I did in college essentially. So spent, I don't know, 13 years in Connecticut after that. So we're somewhere into there. Ba 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 ba. Oh, we'll be coming up on 6:10 in a minute. That'll be nice. See what we got left on this joint before I break the next one out. Do, 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 do. Big shout out to the 36 people in here. Thank you, everybody. Got a loud snoring dog in here right now. Considering he's across the room on a love seat, it's just echoing through the den. Da 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 da. Ba ba ba. So I managed to get my video up yesterday for anybody who had an opportunity to check it out. I don't know. I think everything's plugging along just great. You know, you guys were nice enough, a number of you, to stop by and sprinkle some love on it. And that's really cool for you guys who have been following along all this time. So, yeah, they're going to beef up nice, I think. I really, really do. You know, and I was in there last night, and it was late. It was around the time that the lights were going to go off. And I was sitting there doing some quick math in my head, and it's like, I almost think my lights are off by about 45 minutes to an hour. I've got to go and take a look at the timer and see if there's something being an asshole with it. Because I think there is. Thank you, Cabs. Thank you. Give it 2 more weeks. Is that Green Oracle? Yes, it is. Green Oracle, what's up, my friend? What is up? Scottish, good Monday. What is up? What is up? At 6:10, I got this nice joint. We'll do a little puff for the, it's 7:10 somewhere. Yes, yes. All good? Good, good. Nice to see. Well, yeah, okay, afternoon. You're correct. Oh, Adirondacks in the house. What is up? Awake and bake, and cheers to you as well. Next grow, next grow. Do 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 do. I was going to ask you how that was, Cav. You mentioned that earlier. I'm glad it's enjoyable. Ah, brewing the coffee. Nice, Adirondack. Nice. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yes, indeed. Let us know, Fat Buds. Let us know. As I said, I feel bad because I'm like the one here who normally says, oh, we got a shit ton of snow coming in. We don't at the moment, which makes me feel weird. Like I'm going to look over my shoulder like the damn storm's coming. Ooh, fermented mango and pineapple. Nice. I know, Adirondack. We do. We got the royalty in here. The Fresh Princess. Which please make sure you guys have checked out also the Fresh Princess After Dark. Absolutely. You can see what she's got growing on over there. Green Oracle said we had a heat wave. Woo, 32 positive yesterday. You know, I use K-Cups for my coffee just because I don't like when coffee sits on the burner. It gets bitter to me, you know. Plus, I can control then, know how many cups a day I'm having. Should some doctor ask me these stupid-ass questions, which they do every now and then. Oh, banana kush and coffee, said Jody. Nice. Yo, big nog. What's up, my friend? What is up? RS11 and Trainwreck. Nice, Scottish. Nice. See you popping there, homie grown. I see you. Indeed, indeed. Cabs uses a Brazil coffee kettle setup. Cheers, everybody. Make sure you're hydrated and let's rip. Excuse me while I choke for a minute. Adirondack Grown says, going with some Funkadelic by Green Wolf, Slurricane, and Skunk Batter, Super Stony. Nice. Nice. Breakfast time, Green Oracle. Nice. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Much love back at you. Yo, Mr. Crowley, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, when you're starting with really good genetics, I think that's a super, super big thing. And everybody remembers too. My plants were cuts. It wasn't something that I started from seed. I think there's something that has to be said for that too. Oh, I am smoking. This morning I'm smoking on strawberry kush in the bong, and I've got a little bit left of this joint, which is Cargo Cartel, and then my next one is a mix, same as I had yesterday, which was Cargo Cartel, the Strawberry Kush, and some of the Master OG. Oh, Rick! Rick, my friend, what's up? It's Monday morning. Monday morning. I hope you're doing well today. I know last Monday you were not faring as well in the morning. Cabs, Gypsy Grape is slurricane crossed with grape gas for anyone who does not know. Yes. Free the weed. Yes, Scottish. Yes, yes. Cabs is throwing it out there. Over 90% of your grow is genetics and environment. You know, I have seen a lot of that, and it makes you know how much better you can get when you're not fully dialed in yet. Like, I know one of my biggest issues is my light right now. You know, so is that going to be my next investment? Probably. I don't think it'll be anything that I do immediately. It'll be a few months out. I'm not even going to fret about it. I can always run tiny tents. Run my 2x2s, just throw some autos in there and have a nice time with it. Pull Chop said, anybody tried blue cookies? Got a Z of that coming today. I have not. John Lindsay said, Cabs, 10%, good luck. 10% is luck. You know, I don't know. You're right, Rick. Upright and breathing, that is a positive. Jess, what is going on, my friend? What is going on? I was on somebody's watched their video or something, and they're looking at using. So, Jess, you use the humic and fulvic acid. You talked about those a lot at one point in time. I think likely Lucid is looking at using them. So if you bump into him and see him around, you guys should talk about that. I couldn't remember your full name when I was on his page yesterday to push him in your direction. So if you guys bump into one another. Four to 5 inches of snow. Oh, the ice is a bitch with all this right now. The ice is a bitch. Yeah, next cookies is good. Heat and humidity, plants doubled in growth rates. Yes, there we are, Jess. Humic and fulvic acid all the way. Yep. Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. I was just trying to make sure there was a connection out there. That's all. King Green Gardening. Oh, Starbot, you're getting spanked with snow. Woo. Oh, Syntax, I know that to be true. I can't get my tent higher than 79 right now because it makes no sense because everything dumps into my lung room, you know, with my air exchange. But needless to say, that I do know to be true. Yeah, we had that snow like a week or two ago where we got 56 inches in 2 days. It was kind of shit. I will say I am glad we're not getting it right now because Crumble starts on his overnights on Wednesday. So Yep. That will be fun. 79 is perfect. I like it. I do, but I know that if I was over the 80s, like around an 82 and 83, I don't know. I think that would benefit the plant more from what has been explained to me. Yeah, there we go. Syntax is 82 Fahrenheit with a 70 to 72% relative humidity. I know also that when I push it up that much in 3-gallon pots, I am feeding those ladies continuously. So there's that too, if you're in cocoa. Wife and I, you back down then? Thank you, Maine. Thank you. Yes, Syntax. That was one of the things. The water goes way up. They're just observations that I'm making and stuff that I've stumbled into and just been like, but I want to have a good end result here and not be chasing things. Oh, 81 and 65 to 70 RH, King Green. Okay. I know that would make a difference. I know those few degrees are like fucking amazing. But, Wasman said, warmest for mine was 76 degrees, flowered at 68 after the stretch, then finished off at 64. They were beautiful. Yeah. Almost 4 weeks in flower. Nice, gang. Nice. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking yesterday and I'm like, holy shit, on day 35 of flower, which is great. I'm just sitting there looking at it and it's like, I don't think I've had things look as robust and nice as these do. And I don't know. I want to feel good about that and I'm gonna. Yes. Now you're saying, is that because it acts as a stressor, Syntax? You do hit 80 times, Fat Buds? Thanks, King. I'm not looking to change anything. I'm just asking. Okay, so John Lindsay says, have 5-gallon wicking buckets made, working great with the cocoa perlite organics. Okay. Maine said that's what happens when you follow directions. You are correct. Very correct. Yo, Roots, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Homie Groves said day 7 of flower, 78.60. Yeah, I also know my humidity in my tent would be crazy different if I was bottom feeding. Because I know I ran into that before. Not in a bad way, but it definitely makes a difference. Okay, so less foxtailing, Syntax. Adirondack Grown. John Lindsay is asking, John Lindsay, you use a net pot in the bottom of that bucket. Let me pop back up here and see what we were talking about. Oh, the 5-gallon wicking buckets. Yeah. Huh. Yes, indeed, Momanix. Cheers, cheers. Sorry, I'm just drifting into I felt like lighting up a joint land. We're coming up on being on here for an hour already. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, see, you can do some interesting things. I bought the wick. I made a number of self, you know, auto feeders, wicking ones. What am I looking at here? Oh, Rick, you got to do it. No, how's your weather there? Are you dealing with ice and snow and shit, or are you all right, Rick? I mean, aside of not wanting to go to work, I didn't know if that's a piece of your dilemma, because I know stepping out into the cold and snow is a piece of ass in the morning. At least I'll have an advantage on the overnights of, I'll be going into work. One of the days I'll be going in when it's light, getting out when it's light. The other two, going in when it's dark, getting out when it's light. So I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Did it do, did it do. Cheers, cheers, everyone. He says, Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley, you have yourself a fantastic day. Don't water your plants. And yeah, you get that rooftop parkour going this morning. All right, peace, my friend. Peace, peace. All right, Rick, I get it. Some people aren't. Some people are not. I don't know. I try to make the best of whenever I get up because I at least have to be grateful for that. I get to come on here 4 days a week and hang out with all you people who make me happy. It's nice. It's nice indeed. It's drifting off into Crumble Highland, but as I'm seeing here, it is close enough to 6:30 to rip. So cheers, cheers. Yes, yes. Woo. Oh, that was the Pappy alarm. Cheers, cheers. Oh, your hip hurt all day yesterday? I know firsthand how that is because Crumble's had a hip replacement. Hip pain's kind of an ass sucker. Not kind of, it is. It is, it is. Let's drop a new bowl in here for our next rip. Yes, yes. Whoops, let's get rid of this one too. Oh, try not to make a forest fire here in my ashtray. If we do, we will have to put it out. Whew, that was a nice rip. Nice rip indeed. Absolutely, Big Nug. Cheers, cheers. Oh, I got them, Cavs. I got them. I got them indeed. Just drifting off here, people. I didn't know it was only 20 Cavs. That's cool. I think what I might do is one of my autos that I throw into the mix for my next run, I think is going to be an unknown. I'll call it an unknown. And I won't unveil what it is until, I don't know, I flip it to flower or whatever the fucking case may be. I don't know. Thinking of doing something just silly fun. Oh, nice calves. Nice. 100 more slabs coming today. Sweet. Yo, Mr. Bibbs, what is going on? We got Detroit in the house representing, along with 36 of us. Thank you, thank you. Oh, doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. Listening to the rustling behind me of a dog, trying to decide if it wants to go out yet or not. Cold today? There we go. Fat Bud says I'd like to get in on new round, calves. Yes, indeed, Fino. Lots of love for Detroit. Hey, Abby, how are you today? Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing fantastic. Just hanging, reading the chat, being a little high, seeing what everybody's got going on this fine Monday. Our M is for Mary Jane Monday. Bum, 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 bum. You always get people, you on the 95? Because you always get people who it's like, oh, there's snow and ice. Let's go do fucking donuts. People are asses when it comes to the weather in some areas. Like I was looking at all the people complaining when we had the bad ice the other day. And they're like, why didn't the city come out and put salt on the road? Just like, why are you on the fucking road? You deliver newspapers. It's not an essential job, you dickweed. Sorry, that was my one grumble. I get tired of the people bitching at our city DPW. Though I can bitch at them because they keep on ripping my mailbox out. That's completely different. There we go. Homie Grown says, I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my favorite thing. Yes, yes. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Fat Buds. No kidding. Virginia was the worst for me when it came to that, with people getting up on the highway. I mean, at least I came from upstate New York. I know how to drive in the snow and the ice and like that. I'm not saying I'm thrilled with it, but I know how to drive in it. But down there, I mean, you got like 7-lane highways and people up there like, woohoo, this is nice. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot. Yo, OG, I'm so glad you got to work okay. You have a blessed day and be careful. Be careful and do amazing things like you usually do. Indeed, indeed. Wife and I Can Grow said just rolled Dante's Inferno. Wife just took the lemon cherry gelato blunt from me and went in the living room. What a butthead. Guess Crumbawig woke her up. That's kind of funny. You're right, Fat Buds, yes. Oh, you were born in Ohio, Fat Buds. Nice, nice. What are on people's agendas for the day? That's a good one. It's a good one. Believe it or not, today I'm going to have to flop my schedule for sleep. So I am probably going to, because I got up really early, I've only had a couple of hours sleep, flop it to the overnight so that when I get to Wednesday, it's not a big deal. That's Crumbawig's thought process on that one. So that's what I'm doing starting today. I've got to run some errands this morning. Might make steaks for dinner tonight, I think. Little treat for Mrs. Crumbawig. She's been working hard lately. Oh, Dragon has the template for the slaps, Cavs? I have had the Dante's Inferno before. That is very enjoyable. Oh, yes, Cavs. Shrooms. Shroom tea with a side of weed and working on my plants. That is the way to do it, Cavs. Yes, yes. All right. You got to go out, buddy? Come on. Alexa, turn all lights off. Come here. Go on. See what your brother's doing. Do you need to go out after your brother or what? Huh? Bum, ba, bum, bum. Come on, buddy. Come on. Okay, well. Come on. All right, then don't. Sorry about that. Gonna have to keep an ear out for him. He is refusing to come inside right now. Oh, gotta go water up the ladies? Okay, Fat Buds, thanks for coming in and chilling with us. So much appreciated. Oh, nice, nice, OG. They're making a comeback? Awesome. Yo, Madtown Dope, what is up, my friend? Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. Always appreciated. Keezy, what's up? What is up? Let me see if he's ready to come in yet. Come on. Nugget, come on. Come on. Get in here. Come on. You're not going to play outside all morning. Come here. Here, you want a treat? Ow. There's more right here for you. Don't make a mess with them. Okay? Whew. Hey, it's up to a whopping 28-29 outside. That is nice. Yo, Big Germ, what's up? What is up? Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, Cab said, looking forward to growing them cheese. Asking if they're regular photos to Fat Buds. Yeah, he was in the snow. We had ice on top of it, so it's all crunchy. So when he's walking on the snow, his paws are all going through, and he hates it. But he'll stand out there and look at me through the window. I could have left him out there for the rest of the live, and he wouldn't have cared. Would not have cared at all. Yo, Token Pirate, what's going on, my friend? Big shout out to you and the other 28 people kicking around with us in here. Thank you, thank you. I think we're coming up on another rip here in a couple minutes. Yes, yes. On our 6:45 rip. Trying to figure out, there we are. I'm looking for my next joint that I made up. Another prime specimen. Yes, yes. There we are. Hey, Wild Bill. Wild Bill, man, what is going on? You left work early? Is your weather shit there? Or are you just done with it and we're like, I am out of here, my friends? Beep, 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 boom. Ba, 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 ba. Got about a minute. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I say we are close enough, everybody. 6:45. Cheers, cheers. Angie, cheers, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Slow night. Had some time off. I exchanged. Nice. Good for you. Nice, nice. Yes, yes, Wasman. Fire in the hole. Ooh, it was a nice one. Nice one indeed. So I'm trying to think of what else is going on today. Might have to swing to the grocery store. If it's going to be nice and warmer out and all that stuff, I'd like to clean out my truck today. Just have that situated, you know. Should probably get my backpack situated for work and that happy horse shit. What is today? Monday also? Yes, I have to call and see if they can unlock my account for work since Crumbawig already locked himself out of his fucking account. Though my son said that happens to everybody the first go round, so I'll call and find out. Stone Root, what's going on? What is going on? Shadow! The Shadow 3001 said, it's my birthday, Mr. Crumble. Hey, you're busting it at work? Yeah, all because of cannabis, indeed, indeed. Well, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, indeed. Yes, yes, Fino Dino. John Lindsay dropping a little birthday cake into there. I drive a Chevy. So I be cannabis attracts. Nice shadow. Yo, Brett, good morning, my friend. Good morning, good morning. You have yourself a fantastic morning, I hope. How is the missus doing and everybody else in your family? Hopefully well. Firewood. Man, last time I did firewood was in Virginia, helping my brother, like actually cutting and splitting it for heat for the winter. Yeah, when I lived in Virginia, they had a big wood burning fireplace. They heated their whole, I don't know, they had this great room with the fucking, seemed like 100-foot ceiling. I don't know how you ever cleaned the fucking thing. But needless to say, we cut a lot of wood for that. Well, thank you for the offer, Wasman. Posted an update video this morning about day 53. You realize? Nice, Wild Bill. You click over here so I can tool over and hit it. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. I can watch that after the live. Cool. Oh, that looks nice, Bill. Shit. She's pretty. Wow. Wow, indeed. So, what are you doing for your birthday, Shadow? You got anything exciting going on and planned? You know, if I was smart and I had saved all the sheets from the, because I have a little notebook that I keep track of each of the lives that I do. But when the notebook gets full, I just chuck it out. I don't hold on to it. I should have because I had so many people's birthdays in there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Got quite a delay on my other screen right now. I think I'm going to have to refresh it in a second because it's a solid 14, 15 seconds. Let me refresh this. See if this makes it any better. There we are. I think that seems a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. That's about 6 seconds. I can handle that a little bit more. I don't know. I was thinking of taking my monitors and stacking them one on top of another. Oh, okay. Just working today. Brother and I got to go home and take care of mom and help my sis in her 90s. Wow. All right. Wasman said, I don't do birthdays anymore. I just have anniversaries of my 29th. Now, that's a nice way to do it. Nice. Why not? Wow. Is that it, Maine? 56 days, and you have everything you have in there right now. That is crazy. Oh, cool. Wild Bill said, I'm going to be setting up a random live this morning in about 2 hours. If anyone wants to come pop in for a toke. Awesome, awesome. Absolutely. Just going to jot that down just to try and. Wild Bill. Like I said, the only thing that I know I definitely have to do is make some phone calls this morning. So. That's good, Shadow. It's good indeed. Big bro, play no games. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. Birthdays are a weird thing. I've had a lot of them. I've had the luxury of realizing that I have been alive for more years than I have left to live. It's kind of a weird paradox to look at. It doesn't bother me. I find some, I don't know, for those of you who've been around the channel for a long time, you know that I have a 25-year bucket list that I'm working on. Because I figure I'll be around at least another 25 years to annoy the piss out of my children and everybody else. So, but yeah, I thought originally I was going to do a big birthday party this year, but with stuff going on with Crumble Pappy and all that, we did not. Yo, is that Real Tommy? Good morning, Real Tommy. What is up? What is up? Are you working, my friend? Oh, Tommy's got a snow day. I would say that's good. Yeah, 16 inches and counting. I was going to say, I would say that's good, but for Connecticut, that is not good. That is not good. We were discussing Connecticut snow in here earlier. Yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, they did. And knew I watched that game. It was actually probably one of the better hockey games I've ever seen. But I can also say Crumblewick did go see the gold medal hockey game in Lake Placid in 1980. So in comparing both of those games, they are both monumental achievements in life to have seen, I think, in a roundabout manner. But, you know, you got to remember back then also, hey, Stone Root, yes, USA Hockey. Back in 1980, no NHL players could participate in the Olympics. That didn't change till like 1998 that they started letting NHL players play. So that was way different in 1980 when they won. Yeah, that's true, Shadow. It's true. How many grows am I going to get in? That's where I am in my head. You know, I have thought about that some, but I decided I didn't want to. I don't know. Got many different things going on right now, and I don't want to get one ahead of the other at the moment. And just in looking at it, I mean, if you think about what Maine said, just to think, you know, there was nothing, everything was empty, you know, 50 some odd days ago. Put that in perspective. In 2 months, you can have A freaking menagerie of stuff. I hear you snoring over there. Do, 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 do. Nice. Yo, Parker, what is up, my friend? What is up? I hope everything is well in your world. Was thinking about you earlier when one of the dogs was outside being a dick, didn't want to come back inside. Bum, 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 bum. True enough, Wiseman. True enough. I like that. Today is the present. It's called that for a reason. 'Tis a gift. Yeah, indeed, Cav. Yes, yes. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba ba. Blazing. What is going on, my friend? What is going on? I was just zoning out, taking a look at the chat, and I saw you coming in. It's like, holy shit. You said hi, Crumblewick, and I am high. Thank you, wife and I. Thank you very much. I am loving watching that GG4 grow and the Perp Slurp. I have not tried either of them. Maine was nice enough to send me cuts of each, and after I tortured these plants, I finally have them looking the way they do. Thanks to everybody in here, and Maine especially, so. Oh, wow. Here I'm just sitting here playing around, and we're rolling right up on 7 o'clock. So let me kick back for a second. No, he sent me actual cuts from the plant. So I started with clones. Well, cuts. They weren't rooted when I got them. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Ooh. Yo, Logo Jax, my friend. It is 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for poking your head in and saying hey. I hope everything's going well in your world. Sorry I've been Crumble absent. I just have had a lot going on. I'm sorry I haven't been popping into people's chats and lives and everything as much as I had been. So but don't think I'm not getting there. Some of it is I just don't have time sometimes to leave comments. And also, as we know, if I'm doing it from my phone and somebody's got me modded up, we know that you can't comment. You can only like from your phone on that, or at least that's what I run into. I have it with Scotty420. I have to go onto my computer to comment on any of his videos and or anything that he posts. And there's a couple of others also. Says Scotty? Scotty! What are you doing, Scotty, my friend? What are you doing? Cheers, cheers. Crumblewee's a little high at the moment. Yeah, I probably did. Scotty, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? I was just commenting on how high I was. Big shout out to the 32 of you guys in here. Thank you, thank you. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. John Lindsay says, got 7 different strains in veg. Can't wait to smoke them. The longest is a 10-week flower. Dang. Hey, Scotty, have you seen JCT around anywhere? I haven't seen her in weeks, if not longer. No, me neither. Me neither. All right, I just figured I'd ask. Yo, Papa Hambone in the house. What is up, my friend? Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. We did the 7 o'clock rip. Feel free to rip anytime you want. You know, 7 o'clock is one of Crumble Week's favorite times because we do, I don't know. You're asking if seeds, wife and I can grow, asked if Trump is really stopping seeds in 2026. I don't know. I know that people are putting themselves in a position to not have to worry about that. I don't know how they're going to unring that bell. We have so many seeds out there. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if that's actually going to go through. It's silly in a roundabout manner because people are going to continue to breed, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't talk about politics on here, but also I wait until things are actually verified and I can go back and have sources that tell me yes is going to be the way something is. So, but I hope not. I hope not. Yeah, you're right, Blazing. Ooh, you put gypsy grapes, 2 of them into flower today, Scotty. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, end goal, I just wish they'd leave the plant alone, deschedule it completely, and they want to charge up for seeded weed. No kidding. Everybody's going to be like begging for the old weed that used to have the sticks and seeds and stems in it. Hey, Tim and Valencia, good morning. Cheers, cheers, my friend. Yeah, wife and I do not breed either. I got blessed at one point in time. This will sound silly, but This guy gave me this branch off from a cannabis plant in a brown paper bag. And lo and behold, it was something that he was growing outdoors that they had a whole entire plant that's seeded. And so I have 200 to 300 seeds just from that alone. I named it after the guy, and I started growing those out. They're a very interesting strain. So we'll see. I don't know what it is, other than I named it Spectre. So yeah, Scotty knows. Scotty knows. If you know, you know. Hmm. That is true, Stone Root. Asking what people did before the Farm Bill. Hey, Doko, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Scotty, my friend. Yes, yes. Am I doing both indoor and outdoor spring and summer? I don't know yet. I know I'm definitely going outdoors. There's a part of me that thinks that that is going to be easier for me this year. And also, I'd like to not have the big hit on my utilities if I can go summer without it. I think. Make sure I got a nice bowl here situated for the next rip. For the next rip. What do we got here? Should we just throw a fresh one in? I say let's throw a fresh one in. Yo, Mr. E, what is going up? Yo, thank you for stopping in and saying hey. Okay. Tim said if I live 30 more years, I'll need 12 to 16 plants per year. That many seeds I'll need. Really, John? Litwick, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. It's been a little bit. Morning, morning. Cheers, cheers, everybody. We will do this rip at 7:10. Anybody who wants to dab, go right ahead. I'm just going to rip along in the bong. Got a nice fresh bowl in it. I've hydrated. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Nice, 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 nice 7:10 rip. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to the 39 of us in here. A little woot woot. Speaking of woot woot, saw Teasy yesterday. Hadn't seen her in a while. That was nice. Nice indeed. You know who I haven't seen in a fat minute is Andrew from Ogo Grown. I must be missing everything. Or I'm just not getting any notifications for jack shit anymore, which could be a thing also. Tim said, I want an $18 seed and the plant is very nice. So $3 seeds is nice. Results three choices. Yeah, fair. Thank you, Blazing, for that spam. We needed that. No, that could lit. I haven't been around. See, Crumble doesn't know shit because he hasn't been around. Thank you, Blazing. Thank you. I told you, I really have not been on YouTube. I really haven't. So I apologize. Now I feel like a crumpled dick. Shadow said, you bought a set of LED lights for blue. Too bad they're only 30 watt. I don't turn the big ones down till later, so that saves me some money in electricity. Huh. So you're talking under canopy lighting, Shadow? Okay, Blazing. Okay, Wasman. Nice. Cheers, cheers, Wild Bill. Cheers, cheers. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Ah, looks like it's going to be a nice bright day out there, I hope. Well, you know, people do a lot of different things when it comes to fans. Crumblewick has one in the bottom of his tent blowing through. It's not in the bottom. I kind of have it lined up so it's blowing through, keeping air moving through the canopy. It's not blasting the top of the plants, but I also have my air moving through the tent rather aggressively just overall. So I don't know. I know people who just run inline fans and just keep the air continuously moving. One in the top of the tent. You know, you've got an intake and an exit. You know, so I don't know. I have two fans. That's the answer to my question. I run two fans. Yes, congrats to the Yogo family indeed. Hey, Mrs. Alexandra Ogo. Good morning. It's like Beetlejuice. I say something and people appear. Yes, you're right, Scotty. What you can afford? Ha ha. We are coming right up on the 7:15 rip. All right, everybody. A little hydration on this one. My humidity runs around 62 in my tent. If you're asking humidity in my house, it runs like a fucking 30. Yes, congrats, Alexandra. Pull Chop said crumble juice 3 times. Ned, good morning, Ned. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hey. Jimmy John, you pothead. What is up, my friend? What is up? We are just being high, hanging out, chatting, having a lot of fun. For a Monday morning. Yes, yes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-na-ma-mo. Tum yak. I was trying to think for a second what the hell language Jimmy John was talking in. Doko gets attacked by the fucking autocorrect too. Nice. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, okay, Shadow. Nice. All right. We were talking about some of the under canopy lighting and stuff the other day. I don't utilize it only because, well, I don't. Is that you, Mrs. Crumblewig? Yes. Good morning, Mrs. Crumblewig. Huh. Use your tomato leaves as organic insecticide that contain alkaloids. Not all plants can tolerate it, but your flower does. You let it steep. Interesting, Wasman. Interesting. Yes, yes, Shadow said congratulations to Alexandra and Andy. Health and happiness to both of you. And long life, absolutely. Oh, no kidding, Scotty. So Scotty just said, I'm waiting on Dab Marino's pack to hit me. And we should be doing a giveaway of mine. A Puffco, a 4-tier wicking system, and a lot of beans. Sweet. Blazing said, good morning, Mrs. Wiggy. So did Scotty. It's been a long time since you've been down here with one of my lives, Mrs. Wig. Ba, 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 ba. You know, you've got that Tiki Madman. That's got to be very similar to the Tiki Madness that I had, Scotty. I wonder if there's any connection between the two. My Tiki Madness came from ICANN THC, from Matt from over there. Yo, Suka, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Good to see you. I do like the waking systems, Lit, but I couldn't do it with this run. I had to understand the process more. Now that I understand the process more, I think that if I want to go that route, I safely can. Holy shit, wife and I. Gonna need at least 2,000 fem seeds before November? Well, you would be amazed at the things that can happen, wife and I. I remember when oh, yours came from Summit? Okay. Nice. Nice indeed. But, when I first came into the community, I did not have a lot of genetics. Did not have just a lot of genetics. I had purchased things. My children had purchased some things for me. And then I got greatly blessed by a number of people here. And it's a fantastic feeling. And it's nice to have options. I don't think I would ever have to buy genetics again. Will I? Probably. Because there's things that I will want to grow. Yo, what is this that I'm reading here? Boo, 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 boo. Let me see here. I did. I missed the 420 rip, but that's okay. We'll do it right now. And then I will read what I'm seeing here in the chat that's moving away on me. Travis, what is going on? Yes, I am doing well. Have a great morning, Wiz. Jackass News had to come over and spread some love, so Jackass is back on. Awesome. Cheers, cheers. Trying to make sure I didn't miss somebody else into here, which I thought I did. There it is. It was Ned Denver saying cheers. Yes, yes. That rip was pretty good. Ragnar, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Just waking up, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to be... Asematic, what's going on? Sorry for my silence there. I was reading the chat and I just kind of got lost in it for a minute. That I did. But yes, yes. How you doing this morning, Ace? There's Hayes rolling in. Nice. Hey, so we probably have a couple of people from Canada in here now. We were talking about utility bills earlier, and I never hear people from Canada complain about utility bills, but are your utilities outrageous like ours are here in the United States, or is that just a United States thing? And I know, obviously, anywhere, if you're running HPS, you're going to have a higher cost than you are if you're running LEDs, I would imagine. So take that into account. Nice. Got 43 of us in here. Thank you. Thank you. What's everybody smoking on right now? Crumbawig is into the second joint, which this one is the Master OG, the Strawberry Kush, and some Cargo Cartel all mixed together. Yes, indeed. Ooh, it's a nice one. Nice, nice. Yes, indeed. Jimmy John, what are you doing today? It's a Monday. Haven't seen Mary this morning. I hope everything's going well with her, but I think she was on a live late last night. I saw that when I came on this morning. It said, she had been on like 6 hours ago when I logged on around 4. So, yep. Yo, that's awesome, Ragnar. Awesome. Good for you. Errands and chores. Yeah, they build character, I guess. That's cool, though. It's cool, especially if it's something you don't really pay attention to and like that. Yeah, it's neat. Just creeps up on you. Ha. Nice. What's up, Jack? Do 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 do. Oh, Reborn Dreams has got some lemon tree. Yes, yes. Much love, Jack. Much love. Da-da-da. Second blunt time, wife and I. Yes, indeed. Scotty said Tahoe OG crossed with Alien Kush, crossed with Alien Technology, crossed with GG4. Oh, also known as 37th Parallel. Sweet. Really, Scotty? Scotty said I made a cross with that and Loki's Kush Autos. That is sweet. Reborn Dream says, hello to everyone in the tents listening in. Yes, yes. Ooh, Hayes said Platinum Asset F2. Sweet. Yeah. Litwick is asking, isn't Alien Kush crossed with Tahoe OG Alien OG? I am not familiar, Lit. I am awful when it comes to anything like that. Because in my head, that would make sense. Senate, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Good to see you. Senate is one of the pepper masters in our community. Go over there and check out his shit. He's got some cool pepper powders and sauces. And he eats some weird shit. He ate a pound of raw meat once, too. That was a thing. I don't know why I watched it, but I did. But it was a thing. So, Senate, you still get props from me on that one. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Yo, Wayne, what's going on, my friend? Oh, look, and Mano came running in right behind you. Mano, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Just popping along here. Okay, Ragnar. Because you do smoke a lot of herbery. I like that. No, I don't think we are right now. I don't think so, Stone Root. Mrs. Crumblewood, we're not getting snow right now, are we?
I can't tell.
Oh, but it does. Maybe fine flakes, but no, I know everybody downstate Pennsylvania like that's getting their asses spanked right now. Good morning, my friend, and thank you so much for coming in. Got 3 inches there blazing. Yeah, we didn't get any. I feel like I should be knocking on wood walls and shit, doing a dance, putting my socks in the freezer. Well, no, socks in the freezer. Kids did that when they wanted snow days. No, we don't want any of that shit. Really, Stone Root? They canceled school and flights, but no snow. It might be ice. You might find that out really quick when you step outside and eat shit. So be careful, please. Mrs. Wig ate shit outside the other day. I felt bad. She didn't even get out the fucking door. Ate shit right there. Ziggy Smalls is checking in with everybody. Checking in with everybody this morning. Making sure we're all doing well out there. Yep. Hey, skeptical genealogist Crumble Sister is here. I have heard that, Mano. I have heard that it's a blizzard in Connecticut. Real Tommy was just in here last talking about how they got 16 inches and more coming. It's crazy. The only video you have on your site is your fall on ice last February, Tim? I know, Ziggy. The black ice is shit. Because, man, you can touch your brake a little bit and your car's fucked. It goes, wee, spins all over the place like a fucking top. That's some scary shits. Yo, J5, what's up? What is up? Huh. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Cheers, cheers. M is for sorry, Mary is late. Good morning, Mary. Good morning. I was saying earlier, I think you were up late last night, if I was right. Fair enough, Ragnar. Fair enough. Because you have Guth. Make sure they're all right first. It is scary, Lit. It is super scary. Yeah, first time I ever encountered it, I was coming back from TF Green Airport I was living in Rhode Island at the time for college. Man, a friend of mine said, why don't you let me drive your car? It's just black ice. He's like, I don't know if you've ever driven in it before. And I had not. Man, did I get an education. An education and a fucking half. Wow. I've seen people get tagged in the head with ceiling fans before, and some of them end up with stitches. They do. I've only seen videos of people getting wailed on them and get stitches, but I've seen people get hit in the head with them. I think that's some of the quality test on one of those. If you think about it, why do they have it on that little ball that swivels up inside there? Yeah. It's so you can ding somebody in the fucking head and the fan doesn't break. Nice, Ragnar. Nice. No problem, Wasmond. Anytime is fire in the bowl time. Anytime. Perfect, perfect. That was your core stoner memory unlocked for the day. Nice. Oh, nice, Mary. Very nice. Oh, man. Wow, Bill said when we were kids playing tag, my buddy turned around to bolt on rollerblades right into a stop sign. Dang. Two. Oh, Mr. Bibbs, RS11 and Orange Trump runs. Nice. Nice. Oh, absolutely. I've done personal dumb shit like that before. Can't think of any good ones at the moment. I got ran over by a car while I was still inside the car. That was fucked up. Do 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 do. Oh, nice, Bill. That's right, everybody. Wow, Bill's going to be going live this morning, probably in about, I'd say it's about an hour now, because he had said 2 hours while he was leaving work. Oh, dang, Ragnar. Dang. Yo, Ginger Ham. Ginger Ham, good morning. Yeah, because I was an idiot, Scotty. Here, you can have the story. So, when I was in college in freaking Rhode Island, we had these asshole RAs who would give college tours. So when they'd give these campus tours, they'd open up the car door, they'd stand on the running board, and they'd pretend they were giving the tour of the fucking, or they would give the tour of the campus, like, here's this building, here's that building, here's whatever else. So as I'm coming back from buying a bunch of beer with my friends, we were in my friend's 77 Nova, which sat very low to the ground. And I decided I was going to pretend to give one of those RA tours. So I'm making fun of the RAs and everything else. And I go to sit back down in the car while my roommate's driving down the road. Now, mind you, the car is moving. And when I pulled the door shut, it hit my foot, pushed my foot underneath the car, stood it up, turned it like that, and then pushed it under the back wheel while I was holding on to the car door and the roof. And I broke my foot in 13 places. I walked on it for about an hour, insisting that there was nothing wrong with it. But that was a hard-learned lesson right there of things not to fucking do. And we had a trunk full of fucking beer. I wasn't even drunk. I didn't have a drop of beer in my fucking system. Not at all. All right, let's get over here to Stone Root. In high school, I knocked my front teeth out playing football on the basketball court. Oh my God, that had to suck, Stone. Ooh, you did the glass door as a 4-year-old? Ouch. Mary, you used to have a Nova? Yeah, skeptical genealogist is like, there was that time you ran into a wooden railroad track with your face. How about it got thrown at me a million miles an hour by the skeptical genealogist? It was crazy, Scotty. It was. It was bad. Yeah, I think back to it. It's like I used to have pictures of it. Looked like somebody beat my foot with a baseball bat. It was so messed up. Yo, Blazing, you have yourself a super awesome time. And thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Always a pleasure. Oh, I'm sure, Mr. Bibbs. I'm sure. Well, you had to lie to Pappy about it. I didn't want to get my ass whipped more. There you go, Stone Root. You got to pay out when you were hit by a tow truck. I don't know. That's a big vehicle to get hit by. I hope the payout was good, and I'm glad you're okay and with us, my friend. Do. Let's get over here and do a little quick housekeeping. Put a new bowl in. Since we're about a minute and a half out from ripping again. There we go. Nice. Oh, I broke my arm. No, that wasn't that funny. That really wasn't. I had a choice between punching somebody in the face or punching a wall. And I chose to punch the wall and broke my hand. But it was, what, a week before my wedding. So I had to have my tux altered and all sorts of stuff like that. Even when I broke my foot, when I got ran over by the car, that was literally 2 weeks before I was best man in my brother's wedding. So, yeah. I'm sure, Stone Root. I saw a lot when I worked in the emergency room. An absolute lot. And it's amazing what the human body can go through and actually live. You know, people say that, they joke around about that, but that's some true shit. You know, it's funny that you say that, Mr. Bibbs. I don't think I've gone to many weddings after that. I really don't think so, short of my own. I don't think there was anything wrong with me for my second wedding. I didn't have any broken limbs or otherwise, and definitely nothing for my third. It is time to hydrate. It is 7:45. Big shout out to the 51 of us in here. Cheers, cheers. No Crumble says, but I got food poisoning at one of your weddings. Me and second Mrs. Wig, you tried to kill us. I think, personally. That is what could have been happening. Trust me. That is what I think. And yes, Wasman, fire in the bowl. Yo, thank you, Mr. Bibbs. Thank you indeed. Mr. Bibbs said, got my coffee and got my blunt. Time to wake and bake. Good morning to everybody and hope everyone is going to have a successful, beautiful day regardless of the snow and cold. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Bibbs. Mary said I'm still high from last night. Coffee only for me? What's up with that? What is up with that? Mary, they say the hair of the dog. Isn't that what they say? Can't you smoke yourself? Never mind. I was going to say, can't you smoke yourself high? That goes to show how high I actually am right now. I was going to say, smoke yourself sober, smoke yourself whatever, but we know that's not the reality of things. Well, Mary, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Your eyes are barely open and you're hanging out with us. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, that's right. It was the rehearsal dinner, but it was still a part of your wedding. You're gonna blame us all day. It's okay. We can take it. No, that's all right, Mary. That's fine. I trust people are okay, and if they're not, somebody will let me know. You know. Lori said it's totally on her. Do 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 do. Yes, yes. Huh. Yes, yes. We will see. It could be the cure. We don't know this until we try it. Oh, it's 32 there. Well, we dropped. It was this morning when I got up, it was 29. It's now down to 27. So it should start going back up again. This is our little downward spiral that we take until about 8 o'clock when it starts to bounce back up. Oh, that's kind of nice. Stone root. Mystery plants, really nice and tasty and potent. Wondering what it is, sweet and spicy. Harry said I'm legit still running on last night's FICO, no lie. Took a bit too much, maybe? Huh. Maybe. Could be. Yes, yes. Oops. Sorry. It's just getting messages to my phone. Yeah, indeed. Yes, yes. That had to feel great, Mary. 6 hours straight. I think for a little bit of time, my life's going to turn into some power naps here and there. And I think that'll work out. Till I figure out and map things out a little bit. Oh, we got Frank coming up. Awesome. Up here, my friend.
Oh, Carlo.
Good morning. How are you?
Figure I'd just pop up real quick, show off the plants.
Nice. Thank you.
I didn't see much plants on the show this morning.
Nope, that's okay, but I appreciate you coming up. Look at these. Nice.
That plant is smelling amazing. It smells
Really?
just like super lemon haze.
Oh, no kidding.
And my ugly little fucker. Thanks for letting me out, Crumble. I'll jump back
Hey,
in
no
chat.
problem. All right. Thanks, Frank.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too, boss. Nice, Frank coming up, shooting those at us real quick. Nice. Lori wants to have a wrestling night. Yeah, I got this thing, Mary, where I feel guilty if I take a nap. And I don't know why. I know with flopping onto the overnights, I will take sleep where I can get it. Not at work, though. That would be dickish. Oh, nice. I think, Syntax, I think that he calls those mutts, if I'm right. Oh, Senate, I do this Sunday through Wednesday. Sunday through Wednesday from 5:30 until about 8 o'clock, depending on how busy we are. Momanics. Wasman said if I sleep 6 hours, I wake up feeling like the Tin Man. That's one of the things that I've noticed. You know, if I don't get up at a certain time, my back says, fuck you. Okay, yeah, I was right. As I said, Frank calls those his mutts. Nice. Make sure we got a nice bowl packed up. Speaking of nice things, for our 8 o'clock rip. Yeah, I think that was something that was instilled from Crumble Pappy growing up. You know, you could be dead tired, exhausted from like slaving in the greenhouses and all this other stuff. And he'd be like, you sleep when it's bedtime, no other time. And then you'd fucking come home and he'd be asleep 6 o'clock on the sofa. I guess it was different because his eyes are closed and he was watching the fucking news. Because God knows if you touch that fucking TV channel, because we didn't have remotes back then, if you went and changed it, he'd hear the fucking click. I was watching that. It's like, you fucking liar. You are not. You're watching the inside of your eyelids. Yeah, sleep is good. I'm not going to say it's overrated. You know. Oh, you got one of those boxed foam beds? The ones that come in like this. It weighs 1,000 pounds, but it's like a manageable size box, and you open it up and the thing fucking inflates. We have one of those for a mattress. It's really cool. Right, Mary? Right. I know, Mr. Pibbs. It's funny, though. Yeah, why'd you change the channel? Oh, not heavy, Lori? Well, this in the box was heavy. Only because, well, it was king-size mattress crammed in this box. Ooh, Syntax. Syntax said, any tips on stuffing 9 super stretchy icy Gary sativas in flour in a 4x4? Ooh, that is going to be rough. I've only ran, I ran 13 in a tent once, but I thinned that down to 9. True enough, Wiseman. Yeah, the pills got to be brutal. They're not doing anything good for you. I hope that, you can move forwards on that. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier, Frank. Syntax was saying how he just got his utility bill and it doubled. So he's looking at possibly bringing his number of tents down. So that's where that came from. What happened to the old school hemp pull chop? Yo, Gunner Smokes. What is going on? What is going on? Yeah, the old days of getting hit with the slipper. Now he's got like 8 different size shoes. So it would be, I don't know. That's dangerous in there now if he was to get mad. Ooh, thinking of adding another net somehow? Oh, it's good to see you too, Gunner. Good to see you too. Yeah, Ace, you're right. Yeah, it's a piece of ass, Frank. I'm on the budget, so I don't. I know my budget goes up or it adjusts every 3 months. So I know our next adjustment is going to be a huge one. And it's going to suck. But we'll get through it. We will get through it indeed. Well, thank you for being here, Wiseman. I want to thank everybody for being here because without you guys, as I've said before, Crumble would be talking to the fucking wall or sitting in a corner, and I appreciate you. I don't even remember why I started doing lives other than I think it was I came on and it was my birthday or some shit. I don't remember. All I know is that I'm glad that you guys are all here and that you come and hang out in the morning. I did hear about that, Frank. New York State proposing a cap because people aren't going to be able to survive. Yeah. True enough. But hey, it's time to hydrate. We are rolling up on 8 o'clock. There's 41 of us in here. And on that note, cheers, everyone. Cheers. Cheers. Well, everybody, it's 15% the price the electric company should be. Right. They shouldn't be able to do that. You should be locked into a certain percentage. I mean, you don't have a lot of choices to run around and get your freaking energy from. So they create a monopoly on it and you're fucked. What are you supposed to do? Yeah, there is a lot of stuff that has processors in it now. All our smart appliances and all that happy horse shit. I wish that they'd make my refrigerator smartly defrost itself so I can get the 8-pound brick of fucking ice that's in the bottom of the freezer out without shutting the whole thing off for 2 days. That's what I'd like it to do for me. Indeed, King Green, indeed. All right, Mary, you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'm going to throw that out to everyone as we wrap this up here. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out this morning. We will be back tomorrow at 5:30, and we'll be running till about 8 o'clock, depending on how busy or how slow things are going in here. So everybody get out there and spread some love in the community. Yo, Andrew, cheers, cheers. Thank you so much for stopping in, and congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Everybody, have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace, tons of love. See ya. Ba, 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 ba.